come out here. Must be the food. I don't know what brought you here. It must be the food. I hadn't tried it yet, though. So I just want to, I got so many people to thank, but y'all are the first and foremost. I thank you, everybody that's being here. But I just want to thank Donna, my work wife. She's the one who put all this together. There's one of my divorced work wives back here just walked in the door, Teresa. She was my first one. She was my first one when I come in the door. But y'all, I tell you what, I have just been truly blessed. All my life, and first and foremost, that's what I do is I give all the credit to my God for all that He's done in my life. And then next, I give all of it to my kids. I said I wasn't going to do this, but Bev,
Don't do it then.
Bev and Kirby and Weston. Kirby and Weston, they grew up in the sheriff's office. Weston was born the second year I was in office. Kirby was like 3 years old when I took office. That's all they know, just like all they knew from their mother was Moreland Elementary School. We've been pretty constant. I guess we're kind of boring because we've been in the same house since 1984. We've done the same things, but every one of you know that, and I'm so blessed to have my fellow brother sheriffs and sister sheriffs here with me tonight. They know too. And I've always said this, and I try to convey that to the men and women at the sheriff's office, family. Family is first. Without the family, you're not going to do anything. So I just give thanks to Bev and to Kirby and Weston and Kevin. Where's Kevin? And then and my little granddaughter Henley. And I got a grandson that'll be here in a few weeks. But and my sisters and I don't even know if my brother's here. I haven't seen him. But to my family, I love, and then my other side of the family from Bev, that's my sisters and brothers too. I look over here and I see Marcia Dees, and I can remember, I've been knowing Marcia for years, but one thing stands out particularly about Marcia was in 1992, we were at the county building, and the boats were coming in. And everybody knows, and I guess Rodney's still here. Rodney's still here. Rodney and I ran in 1992. And that's proof right there that shows that you can be friends with the person that you run against. And he is. He's a damn good friend, and I appreciate Rodney so much. But that night in 1992 at the county building, it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I can tell you, I won that by 310 votes, I think it was. But it was back and forth, and when they posted, and they said, we're posting, this is back in the days of no technology. They were putting the results on an overhead projector. And so they come in there and they said, this is the final tally, and they laid it down there, and I looked up at that thing, and all I saw was a blur. I was just trying my best to focus and say, what's going on? And the one thing I heard was Marcia Dees, this is her words, he won. And I looked at it and said, who won? And I still remember that, Marcia, and I thank you for that. I don't either. And it's just been tremendous. And again, there's 4 or 3 of us here that was in my class of 1992, Sheriff's-elect. Sheriff Neil Walton from White County. Good buddy, I love you, and I appreciate you and Pam being here. And Scott Chipwood from Whitfield County, I appreciate you, friend. He was our class president. And where's Mike Jolly? There he is. Mike Jolly's my brother. Mike Jolly's my brother from another mother. And he and Cindy, I love you, brother. We went through a lot, and I tell you what, I drive him everywhere. That's Miss Daisy. But I do. I appreciate you. And we'll always stay in touch, but I appreciate Janice and Terry Deese and Steve Wilson's just like part of our class too to me. Because I remember the days back years ago where we were in major case investigation together. I still got your business card that says Investigator Steve Wilson.
In 1988.
I tell you what, because my wife says you're a hoarder. And I said, no, I keep things for sentimental reasons because a good friend, but I have been cleaning out an office that's got about 31 years of stuff in it, and it's been tough. But a few weeks ago, my lovely bride got me in the attic, cleaning out the attic. We were going just to put a Christmas tree that Weston brought down from his apartment. That's all we're going to do is put a Christmas tree. And next, about 6 hours later, we done cleaned out the attic. And when I come out of the attic, all this stuff was piled up everywhere. And Weston, of course, he abandoned, took it back off to Atlanta. But so I know now why, because she says, when you bring all this stuff home, when it comes off the truck, don't even bring it in the house, it goes straight in the attic. So I'm working on it. I truly am. But y'all, there's so many. I look around and I see so many people here, and you've all just meant so much to me over these last 20-something years. I mean, in a special way. First and foremost, I appreciate each and every one of you that went to that ballot box and voted every 4 years. I appreciate that. I never would have thought in 1992 that this ride would have gone 26 years or plus years now, but 31 altogether. I look and I see two of my best right here, Kelvin and Donnie. We were in investigations together. I mean, that's how pitiful it was back then. It was only 3 of us. We were kind of like the Maytag repairmen. Nobody wanted to talk to us back then. It was the 3 of us, and as bad as I hate to say it, back in those days, I smoked. I didn't buy them. I bummed them from Donnie all the time. I like to broke him. He used to lock his car because he left the cigarettes in his car, and I'd go in there and get them. But I appreciate y'all. It's been just tremendous. But as I look around even more, I see friends from when I started policing back in 1980. I see I think he had to leave. Roy. Is Roy still here? He didn't get gone. Him and Lane must have got gone. But Roy, is he back there in the back? There he is. But all them old midnight shifts with Lieutenant Edgeware from Willie J. I mean, there's so many things there. And I appreciate so many of you. The chief was here a little while ago. The chief met us. But, I wish, I just look around and I see so many of you, and it just pops into my mind. Y'all have meant so much to me over the years, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Mr. Ellis, Mansour, I love you, man. I used to love to come up to the store because you never could get a straight answer. I'd go to buy a tie, and Ellis would tell me to get a print. Charlie would tell me to get a stripe. And then the other one would tell how bad I looked in a stripe or how bad I looked in a print. So I ended up buying a stripe and a damn print. That's how I knew, that's how he made the money that night. And I appreciate you so much. I see my friends over here from Post Council. My good friend Ken Vance, his lovely wife Carol, and Mr. Don Banks, thank you, sir, for making the trip up here. And Mayor Bodie, thank you, sir. That's one of the things I'm truly going to miss, is I'm going to miss my time on Post Council. I can tell you all this story. People that's been with me for all these years know it. January 8th of 1992, I was in court. And I come in that afternoon, and I was checking my mail. And there was a letter from Post in my mailbox. And I said, well, okay, that can't be too bad. I opened it up, and it said, greetings. The following officers are proficient in training, therefore they have no arrest powers. And I said, well, this can't be bad. And I turned the page. And back then, I didn't have it like 54 or 55 certified officers. There was 48 names on it that didn't have powers of arrest, and I panicked. But luckily, I was able to call, and they granted me an emergency waiver. We took about 40 officers to the next council meeting and tried to get them up to snuff. And I remember asking the chairman at that time, and that's kind of so ironic because I've been the chairman. I've been blessed to have been chairman of Post for the past 15, 16 years. I don't know. I think nobody wanted it. They kept just throwing my name up there.
Chairman for life.
And I appreciate that, but that chairman told me, I told him, I said, Mr. Chairman, if you give me 6 months, I'll have this mess cleaned up. You'll never see us up here again. And I'll never forget, he said, Sheriff, we're going to give you the rest of the year. And I kept my end of the bargain. I never brought them up there in mass like that again. But we couldn't do it today anyway. Hell, it'd break the county. Up there. But I just appreciate appreciate you. The men and women of the sheriff's office, I've talked to so many of you. I've literally got to watch so many of you grow. Some of you just plain out old when you got there. But I got to watch all of you, and I'm going to tell you what, Coweta County is truly blessed. They're truly blessed. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are an amazing group of people. And y'all are what made it easy for me to come to work every day. I can honestly say, and I've told somebody this, I told the preacher this the other day when we were at our devotion. I told him, I said, for the last 26 years, and Bev might could attest to that, you know how sometimes you get up in the morning and you're like, oh, I don't want to go to work. I never had one of those days. I always look forward to going to work. It's still today. I mean, I get up and go, and it doesn't bother me whatsoever. And it's because of the men and women there. You know, y'all do the work. Y'all do the work. I've just been blessed to be the one that got the chance to lead you. And I wish you nothing but the best, because y'all are the best. I've got my fellow sheriffs here, and I know there's 158 sheriffs out here in this state, others that'll say, I got the best staff in the world. But I can honestly sit here and tell each and every one of you, you are the best. And I love each and every one of you. You're tremendous. And you'll do well. You'll do well. I had a few of you that came into my office when all this come up and this confirmation come to pass. And one of them, or a couple of them come in and they says, what are we going to do? I said, what do you mean? They said, what are you going to do when you're gone? I said, you're going to do your job. You're going to do the job that you're trained to do and that you've been doing. And you're going to do it well. And I have no doubt about that. Y'all just remember, I'm still going to be down here on Martinville Road. Y'all come down here and see me anytime. I'd appreciate that.